Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're good. Today we're going to be doing a quick comparison between the Mi Band 5 and Mi Band 4, both of which I'm wearing right now. Xiaomi's Mi Band range has become super popular. It's one of the most popular fitness brands, wearable brands ever. They sell millions of units around the world, including the West and China, and that is because they are very cheap, but very comfortable to wear, and they do what they set out to do, which is monitor your health and fitness. The Mi Band 5 is the latest version of this winning formula, and it's time to see how much of an upgrade we get from the Mi Band 4. I've owned every version of the Mi Band range so far, so I do know them quite well. Every version has offered quite big upgrades from the previous. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the differences are, whether it's worth upgrading or not. The Mi Band 5, like the Mi Band 4, comes in two versions, one for the West and one for Chinese markets. The Chinese version features NFC and a microphone. However, I do not have that. Obviously, I'm not in China. I got the Western version of both devices. So let's go straight into it. Let's look at the design and screen of both of these watches, these smart bands, because that is where one of the biggest differences lies. The Mi Band 4 represented quite a big shift in design compared to the previous devices in this range. It featured a curved body and a glossy finish and kind of brought the Mi Band range into line with more modern devices. And a lot of people were very happy with that smart band. With the release of the Mi Band 5, Xiaomi has decided to retain basically an identical design, with the only difference really being a slightly larger screen. The Mi Band 4 screen is 0.9 inches, whereas the Mi Band 5 is 1.1 inches. Now that doesn't sound like much of a difference, but it does allow the Mi Band 5 to display larger icons and more information on the screen. Both screens are AMOLED displays, with the resolution of the Mi Band 5 being slightly higher than the 4, however this is mostly due to the larger size. When placed side by side, the two AMOLED screens are pretty much identical. The Mi Band 5 is slightly brighter, featuring 450 nits compared to 400 in the Mi Band 4. The Mi Band 5 also appears to be slightly thinner than the Mi Band 4. It definitely doesn't stick out of the strap as much, so you could argue that it is slightly more comfortable and easier to wear under clothing. They both come with a pretty much identical strap. It's just a basic rubber strap. I don't really like either of them. It is just very standard. However, you can switch out both of them very easily. They just pop right out and then you can buy a different version and then pop it right back in. Both feature a single touchpad button which allows you to activate the screen or to return to the home screen. Apart from that, they are identical in terms of design. If you put them side by side, you would struggle immediately to see the difference. However, these subtle differences, the slightly larger screen of the Mi Band 5 and the slightly thinner body, does make it slightly superior. When it comes to tracking, health and fitness, the sensors inside these watches are also slightly different. The Mi Band 4 came with a PPG heart rate sensor as well as an accelerometer and a gyroscope. The set of sensors in the Mi Band 5 is nearly identical, however the technology has been upgraded to be up to 50% more accurate. Both smart bands monitor your heart rate 24/7 as well as steps, activity levels and sleep quality. A new addition to the Mi Band 5 is Xiaomi's PAI score, which basically gives you a score adding up all of your health metrics from how good your sleep was, how your average heart rate is throughout the day, how much exercise you've done, and gives you a score at the end of the day. But that is available on the Mi Band 5 and not the Mi Band 4. Also, that is mostly just a software update, so it could have really been available for the Mi Band 4 if Xiaomi wanted to do so, but they have decided not to so. Sleep tracking is another very popular reason to buy any kind of smart device, especially these small smart bands, because you can wear them all night and they'll be comfortable and it won't disturb your sleep. While the Mi Band 4 offered decent sleep tracking features, the Mi Band 5 does up the game somewhat. Thanks to the more accurate sensors, the Mi Band 5 can track REM sleep, which is the most important part of our sleep cycle. So you'll really be able to see how good a night's sleep you had. Although usually I find I know that when I wake up after 9 hours of sleep and I'm still tired. The Mi Band 5 features 11 built-in exercise modes compared to just 6 in the Mi Band 4. The Mi Band 5 also has a women's health tracking feature. Obviously, that is not something that I can test, but I'm sure it could be useful for 50% of the population. The final addition is built-in breathing exercises, but again, these are all software updates rather than hardware. Some of them do depend on the upgraded hardware, but some of them are a little bit gimmicky. Now, neither of these fitness bands feature internal GPS, so if you did want to track your location, if you were going for a run or walk, cycling outside, anything like that, you need to make sure your fitness bands are connected to your smartphone. That is a downside of this range. It's the only downside really, is that none of them have ever had internal GPS, so you do need to bring your phone along whenever you want to do anything like that. When it comes to all of the other smartwatch features that sometimes these bands can provide, it's virtually identical for both. They both offer notification and call alerts. Now, one of the main reasons I do really like the Mi Band range of wearables is because of how long they last on a single charge. The Mi Band 4 really impressed me by being able to last up to 20 days on a single charge. Obviously, that isn't guaranteed. I mean, on an average use, I'd probably say it's closer to 12 to 15 days, but even so, that is pretty impressive. The Mi Band 5 features a slightly larger battery, just by 20 mAh more than the Mi Band 4, but because of the larger screen and the updated technology, the battery life hasn't really improved, but it can still last, again, 12 to 15 days on average use. The only other difference between the two watches is that the display of the Mi Band 5 is modular, which basically means you can switch out what is displayed on the screen at any one time. So if you just hard press on the home screen, you can select what information is displayed. So it just gives you more options of what you see when you activate the screen. So guys, I think that's pretty much it. That's my roundup. That's my comparison between the Mi Band 5 and Mi Band 4. Now, the big question, should you upgrade? Let's face it, it's not a massive difference between the Mi Band 4 and the Mi Band 5. It is not a huge upgrade. They look pretty much identical and they have similar features. The main features are pretty similar. I would still say it is worth upgrading because at the end of the day, it's been a year. The Mi Band 5 costs the same as 10 cups of coffee, worth spending that money just to get the extra accuracy. And I think the bigger screen does help. It does allow it to display more information and bigger icons, so it is easier to read. So yes, I would recommend the Mi Band 5, but it is not a huge upgrade. It's an incremental upgrade. Maybe the Mi Band 6 is going to be something completely different. We shall see. And until next time, I'll see you around. Bye.